All right, and welcome. Let me move a few people around. All right, we are now all in our correct spaces. Hello, I am Michael. Pronouns are he, him, and I will be running Ars Magica tonight.
Hi, I'm Steve, the Dragon X. I'm playing Zaldin of House Bjornir. We're doing stuff and things and possibly hunting a demon.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I will be playing a water mage named Lear of House Marinitis. Or Marinitas.
Very good.
Marinatus. Probably not that. Hello, hello, hello. I am Nessa, she, her. I will be playing Pen. Also a House Bornir and werewolf enthusiast.
Hey, I'm Kay. I will be playing Xander of House Cramon.
All right, do we want to go over what had happened last time?
Yes.
Which was
Yes.
last week. We actually were able to get together.
Knock on wood, Mike.
Doesn't mean I remember what happened.
I'm gonna let Steve do this one because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit under the weather.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I think you're
Cool.
reaching for notes. If not, I can
I'm
fire up
trying
the
to
brain.
find the notes, but I can't find the right notebook.
We're going demon hunting.
So
Oh
we
yeah,
got we
So,
arrived in Hungary
Mm-hmm.
at
we finally got to the skeleton temple.
Right. Skeleton Temple. We were told we had to bring an offering, basically, of a demon.
because we're trying to join another mystery cult, and all of us
Yes.
are already part of mystery cults, so we're gonna be double culty.
Look, there's no rule that says you can't, and if there is, we're ignoring it.
Absolutely
I've
true.
known I've known plenty of Jehovah's Witnesses that sell Mary Kay. You can be part of two cults.
Yes.
So now,
We're
what you have to do is get 6 friends of yours to bring a part of a demon to sacrifice, and
Oh my
then
God.
it's just
Go get the
listen.
grogs.
They just keep bringing demon parts to you.
This actually,
I'm
we
gonna go
could.
grab my notebook. I'll be right back.
It's the olden days. We could start a pyramid scheme. I'm just saying, we could start a pyramid scheme as well. Ars
It would
Magica
be
is the
even
one.
more rich.
Yeah, Ars Magica is the one game where like other genres, I understand why like free Ren is always like I want a spell that like does my clothes for me, um, or whatever, because it's like wizards are busy being alone and like you don't want to have people nearby. You want to be able to be like magic, do laundry. Which if I could have magic, I'd also want to be like magic, do laundry.
Honestly, you could probably do that with an improvised spell pretty easily.
Ars Magica is the one game where I understand where I'm like, human servants, laundry. I'm busy trying to create some kind of magic gun.
I ran a Call of Cthulhu game where there was someone who's my character's a scientist, and he was trying. There was some sort of gunpowder weapon or something that hadn't been invented in the 1920s. He was trying to invent. He's like, no, it's easy. All you have to do is blah 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 blah. I mean, well, be born, after 1990, and then be able to go that thing.
Be born after 1990, eat hot chip and lie.
Yes.
And invent gun.
But yeah, you had traveled to Transylvania. One of the things you saw, and I'm hoping you remember, is useful. The sphere that you found that had been one of the things that one of the previous Dium's covenant that was in the same location as yours, the Sombre's Assumptions. That sphere is like kind of a major breakthrough, and the ability to find Regio is can be a very powerful thing. I also reminded you what you need to do probably is find yourself both a stated purpose and a supernatural sponsor, because that is something that is true of every tribunal in the Theban tribunal, or every covenant in Theban tribunal has both a stated purpose for what they're doing and a supernatural sponsor. And the fact that no one has told you any of that yet, that you have not been informed of all of that, is probably not an accident.
They're trying to set us up for failure.
I guess they could maybe be lying, but that seems more likely that
No,
we do need
essentially,
those.
they want us to figure out what's going on here, and then when we figure it out, they're gonna swoop in and be like, "Haha, we own this now."
Which I'm just saying, we maybe I don't think my not ex, but my situationship in the woods. I don't know if he's powerful enough a fae to do that, but if he is,
We got Bastion, Bang, and Faye. Bastion, Bang, and Faye. Bring the queens from the night. I'm gonna stop the mage.
Wait a minute. We could just have Bastion have the queens sponsor us. Like, hey,
Yeah, but then
go
there's
boink these queens again and make them our sponsors.
yeah,
That's-
no,
that's
they're good, but it just they seem kind of messy, so that's why I was like maybe like third party.
I wouldn't screw with that. Like they're no.
Didn't
It's a
stop
bad
Bastion
idea.
or Pen.
No.
Yeah, but those are not our best and brightest.
One of them's your mage. Was one of the mages.
Our
Their
best
pen.
and brightest.
They're Pen. We love them, but
But
I'm
they're
just
pen.
not good at social ideas. Also, what you meet a weird guy in the woods. Sometimes you do something about it.
that's how you get murdered.
Or
Yeah.
that's how you have a great adventure.
Exactly.
So you had met. Let me bring them. Oh my God, where did I? Actually...
Dominus of Titalius and Agula of something.
Yeah, let me. I put them in a specific place so they would be findable, and now I cannot find it. Oh no!
Also, Master Regis
They're not findable.
controls the docks.
Yeah, I put it into a separate. Yes, I did. I put it into a separate journal. Jesus, I maybe shouldn't have done that. Maybe I will link it to the main thing. Yeah, Angiola of Tremere, and Dominic of Titalis. And this is a place where Tremere control the vast majority of this tribunal. As a matter of fact, most of the Tremere are in the Transylvanian Tribunal. But you're staying at Chorus, which is their kind of main place. So you come out probably quite a bit sooner than any of the Grogs and other people were. Those who were waiting with like the carts and such outside, because I think you after you spoke with the priest, you ended up leaving the Regio.
Yep.
So when you appear, you got like some of the guards who were left behind playing cards. You got people just kind of hanging out. Like it's people who thought they were probably going to be in for a while. Like it's like a long wait. As you come out hours later, and there's just see some of them they're playing cards, sort of look over and go, everyone looks unhurt.
But yes, it was. It wasn't very aggressive. But on the bright side, we have to go kill a demon, so get ready for that.
And just like all of their faces just sort of killing a demon?
Well, you've done it before, right?
And like a couple of the guards who were present but managed to flee. The time that Zaldin went into Wizard's Twilight and disappeared for a few minutes because he botched on a spell.
Yep.
A number of guards were killed by a demon at that point. None of them looked particularly thrilled about that. Have you even told like because you brought some of your shield grogs with you, right?
Into the place, right?
Yeah, into the Regio.
Yeah, we had a couple of them with us.
Did you even let them know, or is this news to them too?
This is news to them too.
Yeah, just suddenly like everyone's, because they said the one they kind of fought last time was like 20 feet tall. Though I think didn't one of you kill the demon quote unquote prince? At least kill his bodily form.
Yeah, I was able to kill his bodily form, and then the big guy came lumbering in. And when I went to cast a spell on him, I went into Twilight for like a minute, and then I had to run. If Cassie hadn't have saved my ass, I probably would have been dead.
Jesus.
So, but yeah, just like everybody does like, well, don't act so unprepared. We're gonna be knowing that there's demons this time, and we will have you ready. It's not going to be just willy-nilly. We go into an area and, oh crap, here we are.
Lear
Yes.
kind of looks at Zaldin. You could have handled that better.
They're used to it by now.
Okay.
Everything will be fine.
I feel like that made it worse.
Yeah, it was kind of a solemn everything will be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Ben's
look
just
to,
not blinking.
look to the three of you. So, do you think that our hosts at Chorus would know where there's a demon that we could kill? Like, is this something we even want to do current, present? Like, I mean, we can come back. We know where there's demons, but do we really want to make another trek to Hungary?
No, we don't. But we're kind of on a time limit right now. So maybe talk to the Chorus Covenant and see what they say.
I don't even really know how to approach this.
And I will talk to Chorus Covenant.
Perfect.
Hi. Do you have a demon you need killed?
That's
Generally,
probably smart.
Do you have a demon you need killed?
who are
We
you
are
gonna
here
call?
for you.
We've come to the right people.
Yeah, like, generally we don't let demons like survive. They're very, very dangerous
Yeah.
and completely untrustworthy because they're just there to destroy people and make things awful, terrible, bad.
Michael,
Yes.
question. In my fairy knowledge, would I know if the Fae are familiar with demons? Like, do they interact a lot?
So it's one of those things. I mean, you know that like I mean, Fae have had interactions with demons. The thing is a lot of demons don't if they can help it. Demons don't tend to mess with the Fae too much because demons are after human souls. Fae are essentially like the Fae are essentially human stories made magically real.
Mm-hmm.
So while they pull things from demons, very often, like Fae and demons don't necessarily interact all that often because there's not really a whole lot useful from the demon's point of view.
So talking to like the local Fae court here wouldn't probably bear any fruit.
They might know. I mean, it's one of those things where they might know some, but you'd also
And we
have
do
to
have
know.
Bastion.
You'd also have to find the local fairy court.
Mm. Is this something I would have knowledge of in my Fae knowledge?
It's pretty far away. Go ahead and make a Fae lore roll.
Let me get my character up real quick. Do. Fae lore.
Phalor sounds like a character's name.
Mm.
I am Phalor the Mighty. I mean, no, you're so. There's going to be differences in sort of the Fae in Hungary compared to where you're from. But where a court would be or where something like that would. One, you don't know where they'd be. Two, just you knowing where they're at and being part Fae yourself doesn't mean you necessarily be welcome.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest, the mages were probably going to have a better idea about that than
All right.
anybody else.
So I'm returning to the Covenant to talk to the mages of
Yeah,
the Covenant.
we're a ways away, so I feel like the whole group is going back.
All right.
We also had a couple guides from them that led us out here, so
Mhm. Yeah, so they basically like you basically got there, tag, maybe we'll sleep for the night and then we're gonna head back because it was several days trip.
Mhm.
And then you when you head back and you come up like the long steep terraces that will take you into the like sort of outer bits of Chorus itself. So there's plenty of time for them to know. Dominic actually kind of greets you as you kind of reach the top. He's there and is like, "You're back quick," and I'm not seeing. How much had you told him about what you knew about the Crown of
I
Grass?
think we told him the basics.
yeah, like we told them about the premonitions, we told them about the grass crown, and that we think this is connected, but we didn't know. We basically kept it vague, but didn't not.
Did you mention
Yeah.
the visions of the Grass Crown is gigantic? It's not like a little thing. It's a huge Statue of Liberty, like crown size thing.
I don't believe we specified that.
Mm-mm.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Okay, so as he arrives, he's like, made quick time. Did you manage to get the artifact you're looking for?
No, we ran into an issue, and if you would might allow me, I would like to have a private meeting if that is all right.
Certainly. Come in, have your people get rested up, have some food, wash themselves. When we're ready, we'll meet you in the dining hall.
All right.
I go turn out like you're coming with me.
Of course. When do we ever not go somewhere together?
Well,
Well, I think
yes.
is it all of you or?
Yeah, I'm
Mm.
like, yeah, we should
I would
probably
suggest-
take Penn and Xander as well. I mean, we're all involved.
Yes, that is a good call.
Oh, I'll go.
All right, so we go to the office or the study of the lead mage.
Okay.
What's his name again?
Well,
Dominic.
Dominic is not their lead mage. Dominic's just the
Hmm.
one you have met.
Ah.
And so this is it's not his office. This is going to be like the place you had breakfast. You had eaten before, which is in sort of like it's like a little private dining area. Let me just check one thing real quick. But as you go in there, it's not just him. You see a woman about. I mean, it's with mages and such is kind of hard to tell, but hair has gone silver, very slight of frame, and has kind of a very stern countenance. Is there with him? It sits down, and like Dominic is like at her right hand, like she's at the head of the table, and Dominic is on the right.
Good day. Dominic. Who is your friend here?
May I introduce you all to Primus Poena of Tremere? Primus Poena is the head of House Tremere.
Oh,
He goes, am I introduced? And he goes through and introduces each of you.
What was that? Her name again?
Poena. Primus Poena.
Poena.
I believe that's how it's pronounced.
Ponea.
Poena. Poena.
Okay.
Is she addressed as Primus? Is that like my not my lord or my lady? It's
You go
Primus.
Primus would be.
Son of-
Primus, Dominic. In our trek to the Regio, we came across an issue, and this might seem a little bit disconcerting, but we'd like to know if there have been any issues with demons in the area lately.
Well, demons are always a problem.
We are in need to kill a demon.
Not a problem. Probably point you at some places we've heard there's been demons.
That would be fantastic.
Now, I mean, granted, the demons that are more active, the ones that we're more aware of, are, of course, the less subtle ones. They often tend to be fairly destructive.
Question: does killing this demon matter the strength of the demon specifically, or can it just be any demon? We're looking at
Just
any.
a demon.
Truly, we just need a demon.
Okay. She goes, I don't think it would be too difficult to... There was something specific I was going to look at, and why did I...
Son of a gun.
Right?
What's wrong?
Hiccups.
The hiccups.
You gotta get a glass of water, plug your ears, nose, and drink the
Boom!
whole glass of water.
Boo.
Steve,
Make yourself burp.
if you hiccup again, I'm going to come to your house, and I'm going to pull out your toenails one by one. I'm going to paper cut you in half.
God.
God damn it, Steve! Now I've got to
Didn't
do it. was trying to scare you.
Oh, that's all good.
We would much appreciate the assistance in pointing us in the right direction.
I'm sure we're able to find one. I've spoken with Dominic, and we've discussed. I know Dominic has discussed reaching out our hand in friendship to you. Your own tribunal seems to have left you woefully ignorant about the kind of things that can take everything you've been working on and remove it from you. You're a group of barely out of apprenticeship, no more powerful magi with you, none to protect you, some overlords it looks like. I can help quite a bit. I would like your aid. I've been told of the sphere you have. If you could use it to help me find something. There's a regio from long ago. There's a regio from the Schism War that we would like to be able to enter into and take some of the things that were a mage who fled into the regio at the time of the Schism War, long dead by now. What you know is the Schism War was essentially, there was another house in the Order of Hermes, House Diedna. And Diedna, which I'm probably not pronouncing correctly, had been accused. There've been some problems with another house with like being involved in demonology and such. And the Schism War was essentially when House Tremere was able to find evidence that House Diedna had done a bunch of this stuff, and the Mages' War that was carried out to destroy them completely was kind of a fairly bloody one. Like the entire house was renounced. Anyone could go after them. They had been pagan druids that they've found evidence of diabolists, those who worked with demons and such as part of their house. So House Tremere was at the forefront of that, and they helped wipe them out in the past. It's been quite some time. Let me double check what the actual Schism War is. Because there was a, let's get the actual time. Early 11th century. So yeah, I mean, you're at 1245, which means you're in the 13th century, so it's been about 200 years. He goes, there was a powerful Magi whose staff was broken before he escaped. We have part of it, and it sounds like your sphere might help us get back and then destroy some things that have long been hidden that we do not wish others to stumble upon.
I mean, it certainly can help with that. Well, do you have anything from that regio?
We have the broken staff of a wizard who fled into it, who died. Must have died shortly afterwards. The wounds were fairly horrific. But with a lot of regio, if you do not know how to get into them, it can be quite difficult to find your way in.
Yeah. Do you have a map? And the piece of that staff, we can at least get the.
Well, what you find is you don't necessarily even need the map because it'll appear on the, like, basically they're able to.
Okay.
On the sphere itself. It's kind of, the weird thing is, like, it sounds like it's kind of the mini map almost that appears in a video game. Over there. It doesn't get you exactly, it's not like, here's exactly where it is, but it does point you in the right direction.
Yeah, if you present us with that broken staff, I can easily find that for you.
Certainly. Go tell me, how was your adventure?
Uneventful. We need the demon in order to continue, so that's why we're back here.
Yes, it's we hit a dead end that we weren't anticipating, but that's how it happens when you don't really know exactly what you're walking into.
Oh. What is it that you walked into? We might be able to help.
I look to Lear.
We are being instructed to join mystery cults. A mystery cult. But at this point, we need a demon to kill in order to continue our next moves. And forgive me for playing it close to the vest at the moment, but I don't know if things are going to work yet.
Okay. Not a problem, because I will look over what we have. I think we've had some problems in some of the deep forests recently with them. I think we can probably find a suitable demon.
Perfect.
Right. As soon as we're done with this, I want to meet with the four of us quickly, just discuss ideas. So
Did they have anything else before we leave?
Mhm.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
the question becomes, do we want to divide and conquer, where two of us help find the other side of the staff and two of us kill the demon, or should we stay as a group?
I feel like we should stay as a group. It's good to get things done quickly, but
But
Or-
I think it's best if we stay together as well. I mean, it's a demon. The last one I fought was not particularly easy to fight.
Mm.
So maybe with the help of everyone, it won't be as difficult. Stupid hiccups, man.
Perhaps. get a deep Sprite. Get Sprite and make you burp.
Oh, I don't have a Sprite. Once we're done with this, I'm gonna go grab a water.
I think
Do
if
the
you have
ear
someone like
thing.
put you over the thing, and if you just have your wife just kind of, I don't, does that work with adults?
I don't know. I think it's best if we stay together. Also, finding this Regio, I think we should establish the terms of this agreement a little better before we do it. It was kind of a caught off guard thing, but like they want to help us with the deficiencies. What exactly does that entail? What does a patronship from them mean? What does allyship entail? What are they going to require from us? Like we need a little bit more. I hate to sound like a lawyer here, but we kind of need a contract.
Agreed.
Especially if we could get something patrony from maybe someone else.
What you've heard about if you're talking to patron for your thing, patrons need to be a supernatural entity. Like there are Greek gods and other things that various Theban tribunals have.
Yeah, well, Pen's not trying to show her hand too much because honestly, in her head, she's like, if they were in our house, we would be listening to them right now. You know what I mean? But in her head, she's kind of like, I know fucking Aphrodite.
Oh,
I don't think Aphrodite would do it. Actually, you know what? Maybe she's gonna say that. Actually, no, she's like, I'm gonna say that out loud because they're definitely listening. We can always ask Aphrodite. She kind of owes me a favor after that whole thing.
We have a lot of people in our corner, I guess you could say, not the least of which being the Fae Court, who I'm still waiting for you to call in my favor to them. But
also they are a pain. No offense.
no, they are a pain. They're a lot. I am concerned that people seem to underestimate us or believe we are at risk for something because we are young, but I don't know.
well, the fact that everywhere we go, people kind of warn us about it makes me think that we should be a little more concerned than we are.
It's nice of them to warn us, though.
Sure.
I mean, this covenant has given us more warning and information than any of the other ones we've dealt with. So, what's in it for them?
Maybe they really need something.
They need to find that staff.
One thing you're aware of is Tremere Tremere at one point were massively powerful in the Order, and there still is a lot of memory when they had a lot of power. Because of that, there's a number of tribunal where there's not essentially a ban against them, but there are definitely tribunals where the Tremere are not particularly welcome, and Thebes is one of them.
I mean, I do like they do have like an interesting aesthetic, I guess. That's Nessa talking.
All right. Let's find this demon, kill it, bring it back to the Regio, join the cult, come back to this Regio, get the staff for them.
Yes,
All
I
right.
agree. I think that's best. All right, well, y'all guys play. I'm gonna go get rid of these hiccups.
All right.
Kay, what are Xander's thoughts on this?
What'd you say?
What were
Couldn't hear
Xander's
you.
thoughts on this? We've heard from you in a bit.
I think the main thing I'm thinking right now is she, the leader of the Transylvanian Tribunal, didn't question why we needed a demon, and that just may be Xander's. I mean, like maybe this is just a normal thing. Maybe tribunals just
I
go and find
I
demons.
will say for mages, like sometimes there can be a number like when Sarah's like, this may be kind of shocking. We need to kill a demon, and they're like, that's the thing we do. Um, it's there can be a number of reasons for it. Yeah, I mean, didn't question it at all. Might have been a little, possibly a little too trusting. Wouldn't have necessarily been surprised you'd need to, but like the reason you did never came up, which could be a thing.
Yeah, like the reasoning never came up, but then also she's like, "Well, I need something from you." Seems like we might need to go deeper into what she actually wants from us. Because I feel like if someone came to us and was like, "I need to kill a demon," we're like, "Why?"
If someone came to us and said they need to kill a demon, we'd say, go ahead. If someone came to us and said we need to kill a fae, we'd say, have luck. Good luck.
Well, to
If-
be fair, I wouldn't if we I don't know if we tell them where our last demon was spotted because I don't think we want people fucking around with our, you know, magic
No.
hole.
Also, especially like I feel like a tribunal that you say is so young, so inexperienced, yada yada yada. You'd be like, "Yeah, sure, go for it here."
Katie, do you want to end up wandering the tribunal a little bit, or wandering the covenant floor a little bit later, and then possibly run into Fiona to have a conversation?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. We'll pop back if other people have got some of their stuff too. Later that evening, as you're sort of kind of going through the space, you see that there's several magi kind of going out and about, mostly servants and other things. You do find in there as you kind of walk by one of the like the dining halls, and you see there's several servants have left kind of a really uh, sparse but what looks like a very well cooked meal in front of her. That she's sort of alone at the table as you walk past the doors.
Hi. We didn't really get a chance to talk earlier.
We haven't. Would you like something to eat?
Sure, take a seat. Um, so I'm kind of new to the whole being a part of a tribunal thing. You could probably tell. As you say, our tribunal in itself is kind of young, and
The
we're
covenant itself
all
is extraordinarily young. Tell me, did your parents also make a deal to get you to be a part of this? Our understanding was a couple different outcasts and some others were looked to and also from foreign shores were looked to find magi just out of apprenticeship to start this.
no, my parents weren't involved at all. I
Oh, parents in this case would be the one who taught you magic. It's parents, Parens.
couldn't hear you.
Yeah,
Um,
your or parents is maybe how it's pronounced, but that would have been the person who would have gotten you a place with this covenant.
uh, I can't say how involved they were, but they thought that I needed more guidance than they could provide at the time.
And being a Kriyamon, and how heavy are your tattoos at this point? Because like some of your tattoos will actually magically, as you get more understanding of like the enigmatic wisdom, will start to like just grow on their own. Like for you, like are your how prominent are your tattoos currently?
I don't think too prominent because I'm not comfortable in my magic yet, quote
Mhm.
unquote.
She's
They're definitely noticeable.
takes a little bite of some sausage in there and sort of leans back and goes, "Do you know what I've always appreciated about the Kriyamon?
Hmm.
part of being a Tremere is looking to see where people are weak, where people and covenants and the order itself have their weaknesses. It requires us to think outside of the box. And the Kremen that I've known in the past are wonderful at finding the things that we don't otherwise look at. I'm wondering if perhaps the Magi who trained you didn't know something was that essentially this was being set up for failure. Thebes is weak. The after effects of the Fourth Crusade are still being felt. The covenants themselves bicker over all sorts of things. If there were a threat to occur to the entire order, Thebes is not ready to help. They are lazy. They are rich in their whis and the amount of raw magic that's around them, but they do not know what hardship is.
And I take it you all do.
We do not live in an easy place. Our tribunal is not nearly as kind as inviting. There's a reason the Tremere live here, most of us, and are from here. My first concern is the Tremere, our house. Making sure that we are ready for those things that come around us. The order itself, the Order of Hermes, is the best possible bet we have for it, but not everyone's doing their part. And so I look to Thebes, and I wonder why they would give a covenant with a mythic site in it. The marble that helped create was Thebes where the Minotaur was?
Yeah.
Yeah. The marble that was used to create the Labyrinth of Thebes, the Minotaur, Daedalus. An incredible amount of wealth, incredible library. Money from the road, money from just the raw natural wealth that you have, not even counting the other strangeness of the place you're at. Problems with demons, problems with werewolves. To put a handful of apprentices, or just out of apprenticeship, in charge, is madness.
Well, to hear you tell it, we've been set up for failure. I believe myself and my fellow Magi are trying our best to keep it going.
And yet you have found a magical artifact created by mages and lost well over 100 years ago that is an item of incredible use. You found it, you have claimed it. I don't think you told them at all about the other covenant, like the old covenant you found in the Regio. For everybody
Mhm.
else? Yeah.
Mhm.
You've done that. And I don't know what else you've done, but I'm assuming it's not an easy place to live.
Well, given that we have this artifact, maybe it was, maybe we found it so that we can gain help from other covenants like yourself. But what exactly, I know you're trying to find a Regio, but how exactly is that going to help you?
Help us.
Yeah.
House Diadne was. I mean, you know the stories of the Schism War. Druids themselves have dealt with demons and other beasts. The war was costly. House Tremere lost many, many people. Now, there's a thing called the Book of Legacies, which is roughly every magical item that is known to the Order as a whole, and I know all of them. There were a number of rather powerful artifacts, some books with some of the... There's a number of spells that essentially is best considered lost forever. I'm actually going to tell you this real quick, because when I found this in the thing, I was like, holy shit. Where was a couple of the examples of the spells that it had that are there's some of them that are hermetic crimes to develop. Sleep of Muses, a paradomentum effect, which makes Magi temporarily forget how to cast spells. The Curse of Unportended Plague, which destroys cities. The Trivialization of the Forgetful, which plants a command in Amagus' mind so that he drops his Parma magic when given a verbal command. And other spells along those lines. Like, imagine if someone could just give you verbal command and you drop your magic resistance. And suddenly they don't need any penetration to get through. They can barely basically cast a spell and affect you. And the thing is, ways to get into these regios, people stumble into them. There are ways that are going to be hidden elsewhere. If we can find these and get what might be one of the last troves of power that House Diadni has, it allows us to put what remains of the Schism War behind us.
I mean, do you not believe that these were lost because they were incredibly harmful?
Yes. We have a library that the Order's aware of that keeps some of these spells and other things that should not be used. The kind of things that if someone were to even learn would allow a Wizard's War to be called against them, where the entirety of the Order would be able to destroy them. The thing is, Diadni was not wiped out in its entirety. There are still descendants of those out there, the ones who escaped, who ran to ground. If we can get this before others do. Now, one thing you're aware of is House Tremiere is obsessed with wiping out anything that's left of House Titalis, or Diadni, rather. Titalis is also one. Titalis is a lot about conflict. A lot of various ones are. If they can find anything remaining of those house, they try to find it, contain it, destroy it. Because, and who knows, there may be those who already are aware and who know and who were a part of it that are able to gain access to it. If we can find it, and if we can take what we need, destroy what we must, that's one less danger to the Order.
I understand now. Well, I appreciate this chat and the food, obviously. But I must go back to my fellow Magi. We have some planning to do.
And as you're sort of walking away, there's a moment where she just goes, "Oh, while you may not be the best choice, you should know that by the laws of the Theban tribunal, he may not be the most helpful patron, but Daedalus is someone who could be counted as a patron. Daedalus probably wouldn't want to, from what I know of him. But if things get desperate, you may have some backing if you've developed that relationship the way you should."
Understood.
And she's finishing a very sparse yet, like, the smell of it was. Did you get any food?
Yeah.
It was kind of sparse, like the stuff that like she's also really sort of lean. She doesn't have a lot of like ornamentation on her, except for things that appear to probably be magical that she's made. But it was rather sparse, not a lot there, but like really wonderfully spiced and cooked. Like it was good, and the kind of thing that leaves you at least maybe not full, but at least like your palate is satisfied.
Yeah, then I go back to the other three and basically tell them what they would be getting out of this from us.
Right. I'm going to riff on the drink pee real quick while, if y'all are talking, decide what you want to do next.
Give me a quick synopsis because I missed like half of it. I was getting rid of hiccups. I apologize.
You're good. So I basically went to talk to the head of their covenant because I was like, well, she didn't even ask about why we needed a demon, yada yada yada. What would actually they be getting out of it? Like they want to find this regio, but like what would they actually be getting out of it? So finding spells that from the lore, a lot of the
Okay.
lore is lost. I'm gonna be so honest. I'm not good with lore.
It's okay.
But um a house I believe was fully kind of wiped
Yeah.
out. And there's spells and stuff that basically will disarm other mages. So they're trying to find these spells and either keep what isn't super harmful and destroy the rest of it before other people get their hands on it.
Okay. Done. So essentially, they want to make sure that any weapon that can be used against other mages, they only have access to, or it's completely wiped out.
Yes, because they think there's still people around from the war that know about it. There's probably also trying to find it.
Let me just check a real quick thing here. I think you are, and if it's not technically in the lore, we'll just say this that you're aware of it. Yeah, you know that somewhere in this tribunal is the red and black libraries, which are kind of controversial tools of law enforcement among mages. Um, Red Library was essentially a compilation of every mage's sigil. Like all of you, like even if you make a magical item, the sigil you have, like do you remember what your sigils were? Like the kind of magical after effect that happens?
I
Someone
had
like,
never made one, so now I made one.
which was yours? Was yours the
Uh,
thunder?
no, I didn't. I never made one for mine. I never mentioned it. So I said now mine is that vines grow around my feet when I cast spells.
Oh, sweet.
Mine's like a flash of blue light.
Flash of blue light. The vines.
Mine is also flash of blue light. I think that was just standard.
Oh yeah,
Can I switch mine to just like feathers?
yeah. So yeah, basically, like the
Feathers
flash of blue
burst
lights.
out.
The flash of blue lights, just like the example that they put in to remind you to kind of come up with one.
That's usually my go-to anyway with magic
Yeah,
use.
Sarah, was yours
yours
a scent or something?
Mine was a flash of blue light as well.
No, because
Yeah.
that's just the generic one that shows up in there. It's kind of a reminder to decide what one is. Do we have someone who had like it was like a smell or something? Was
Oh no, that was what I pitched last time because I was like, I thought it would
Oh
be
yeah.
funny, and I already kind of have a weird smell, so I was like, what if it got worse?
I mean, actually, I mean, I can't remember what we talked about it for a little bit.
I think mine will be like a mist of water.
Okay, Mist of Water.
I just imagine you're casting spells, and it's like
no,
in the grocery store when the thing comes on.
Yeah, I think you were looking for like weren't you looking for it to be some sort of a not just a I think like some sort of a negative. Were we talking?
Yeah, because
about?
I already have feral scent, so I was like,
Yeah.
why don't you just make it get worse? I
Oh yeah,
guess.
no. So yeah, if you want it to be like the scent becomes a lot stronger. Like aha,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
Pen's musk.
I'm gonna put feral scent permeates.
Okay, yeah, the vines, feral scent permeates the blue light. So yeah, basically every magi has a unique signature, which is their sigil. Which even like it's possible to hide it. It's a little bit difficult, but like even magical items created by the person will often have that as a part of it. So there's that, and then there's also the Black Library has copies of like the very few books that they basically said it's a crime to own, and this is one that the entire order is aware they're being kept here because Tremiere has been kind of a powerhouse of was sigil the right word? Does it say sigil there, or is it? Am I thinking? Of magical signatures? Yep.
Okay. So we go kill this demon, we help them with their thing. Then we go home and work on getting a supernatural patron. Because it seems like that is something we need. And then we need a stated purpose. Isn't it to try to resolve the werewolf curse on the place? Isn't that
actually would be that would be an acceptable stated purpose.
I feel like that is the best purpose we can come up with. Penn's been working on that for 10 years.
That's not what my thing is.
What?
I don't want to cure these people.
What are you doing?
I want them
likes
to
them.
I want them to retain their human mind in their wolf form.
That is
I mean,
a cure of sorts.
That would be a
That's-
cure as well.
Then yes, absolutely.
And it's one of those things where actually, because it could be, because if we start working with you on the actual, like, because there are the whole rules I put up that there, where you can actually go, oh, I'm going to try to get these mystical breakthroughs. It could be, maybe you at one point you like, okay, we finally break through there. And maybe if you keep working, maybe you can actually have it so they have control over when they change. Or a possible cure.
Oh my God.
Eventually, like you could work your way through a series of breakthroughs.
We could have a wolf army.
Because the one weird thing is the ones from your covenant, instead of being in infernal curse, it is a fairy.
Fairies.
Yeah, which is different from most werewolves.
Yeah, Penn's next thing is going to be like, if we manage to, do this, then her next thing is going to be like, how do I make you feral werewolves into fey
Sarah, what
werewolves?
the hell is wrong with you?
No, because I was
Sarah.
low-key thinking the same thing.
Sarah
I was not thinking that, but that is a possibility. Penn could
introduces
introduce the
Omegaverse to the
Omegaverse.
tribunal. I hate that I know just a little bit about what that is.
I was specifically thinking that Penn just turns all the werewolves basically into Blood Moon werewolves where they can just shift at will.
I mean, most of my stuff is about wolves and birth, so we're not that far off. If anything,
Wow.
fighting this demon is actually going to be very difficult because most of my stuff is like, are you having trouble with childbirth? Call Penn.
And it's wild.
All right, so-
Well, I'm not gonna lie, Kay. I was like, when we were coming up with spells, I was like, if it was the 1200s and I was a woman, what would be the first thing I fucking learned how to do?
No, I was
And
saying-
that would be not die in childbirth. That'd be the
There's-
first thing.
I don't think
Fair.
we've not done a lot with this, but the fact is, you probably do like a bit of midwifing, and you probably make the birth much easier and faster.
Yes,
With the
but I'm
spell you
also
got?
very unsettling to be there.
Yeah, but the thing is I think it's one of the things we should kind of play with more in the fact that while people might find you unsettling for that, they also know that what happens is, was it 1 out of 3 women used to die in childbirth or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Where you probably reduce that to like almost everybody living through childbirth.
So we can have more werewolf babies.
Yeah, so there would definitely be a thing where those who are there would seek you out or know that, oh, like Penn keeps us alive. Even though Penn freaks us out, Penn keeps us alive when we're giving birth.
Listen, you're going to be terrified the whole time, but you're going to survive the birthing process. Put up with a little bit of fear.
Childbirth is already scary. One more thing isn't going to make it worse.
Yeah.
And you probably also because what does that spell actually do?
It just makes makes your bones go like, whoop,
Which
Which is good.
which is good
Which is good.
for babies.
Sarah's going, why is it just in a game?
As someone who's been through it, it's not a great experience. Okay, it's bad.
It doesn't seem
Bad.
fantastic.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
Here's to not being able to ever give birth. Yeah.
How dare you? Smacking that. No.
Listen, it's not.
Fun fact: my doctor lost count of the amount of stitches I got.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Ooh. Hate that.
Yeah, yeah.
Look like Frankenstein down there afterwards.
Huh.
I didn't look. Thank God. All right. Okay. So, first step, demon.
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 Yes.
Demon.
All right. Let's find the demon.
Well, they'll come to us when they said they know they'll find us. So why don't we take like an actual couple days to just relax? We've been on a ship. We took one night and then went out into the let's actually relax for a few minutes.
Okay. I'm going to go to the library that they have here because I want to take a look at it, kind of explore it.
Yeah, so like the kind of library they have that's sort of open to the, I mean, not necessarily open to the public, but you have brought some stuff with you. It's a decent one. As you're going through, I mean, this is definitely not the one that has like, can I see all of the forbidden books? No, you can't. But yeah, like there's certain ones available, particularly considering that you have done some trading and if you're able to talk. It's one of those that, I mean, to study something would require a good amount of time or someone here to like copy them.
Well, we did bring Justina, so
No, was it?
I'm
Oh, yeah, that's the secondary.
yeah, the secondary.
The
Giselle
other one.
is running the covenant, so Justina is scribing. So I imagine we've been having her like copy books if they would allow her.
Probably you brought some that you copied that because I'm assuming there's probably a point where they are copying certain books in order to bring them, like because like one to have other copies, but then to also bring them along because that is an excellent way to be. That's an excellent way to essentially get help.
Yeah, and we have a legendary library, so I'm assuming we employ a lot of scribes that are solely like make a bunch of copies of these.
Yeah. And I'm assuming also we might have some like spare shit where they're like, no, you can't have this. And we're like, would you trade?
Yeah, and there'll also be like some of the like when people come and use your library. So one of the things people often do is I've brought these books for you to copy in order for me to spend a season studying this thing here.
Okay.
So over the course of this time, you've had some mages stop in and do a couple of them have sent their scribes to come and copy some specific books, things along those lines, depending on their time.
Okay.
That's something you should also play with more. The fact that the mages do stop by sometimes just to use your library. We'll say it's happened a lot of times. They'll send scribes, but as you've survived longer than maybe they thought you would, sometimes you've had a few come themselves.
Like that. Wow, you've survived a lot longer than we thought you would.
So you're still around.
Wow.
I guess I owe someone $50. Okay, so you take some time.
You guys are still alive? Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Okay, so you take some time to rest, and which are you going to do first? Because basically they said they're fairly open as far as, because it's like, if it takes another couple of weeks for them to go after to find the Regio, that's like it's probably not going to make a difference on there. So depending on which one you want to do first.
Yeah, we're doing the demon first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So they have found there's a smallish town that is sort of out in, scroll on Google Earth. So we're roughly here. What is a small town that may have been around back then? Oh, this is a small, tiny little thing. Oh, wait, 3 new. Create 200 swan courses or make 200 swans into corpses.
Create 200 swan corpses.
Say there is a difference, and it is important.
Called conjuring the flock of silent swans.
Wait, is that an actual?
Purpose.
Yes.
What?
Why?
I don't know.
What would you need 200 dead swans for?
I don't know. Did
Her
whales?
pen will find out.
To distract wild animals.
I don't think people don't eat swans too much, do they? Like, is that a delicacy?
You can't eat a swan. It was a thing that like the kings and queens of England did in like the 16th century.
QI taught me that they said one of the best parts of a swan neck was to wipe your bottom.
Well,
They said it was better than a lot of other things that they used to use back then.
I mean, makes sense.
Or if you do it with a live swan, is that better?
ow.
Wow.
It goes. Pastroveni is a small like village almost barely says what it is. That is to the south. That, according to the information that they've gotten, Pestroveni has had some problems with a couple caravans not making it when they found it, had been sort of smashed to pieces. There have been what looks to be sightings of demons, or of a demon at least, in that area.
Where is this?
Oh, basically, if you take Chorus and go south a bit, like I don't have the exact place. It's like, well, I looked at Google Earth and it's a very small little. It's a commune currently. I'm saying it's still there. But yeah, I'll throw in the Discord just a current day map, roughly where it is. Sort of in that area, which is probably a little bit to the south and to the east of where you're at right now.
Okay.
Oh, actually, here, let me this is what I dislike, because it's set up in a way that it doesn't actually keep. Here we go. This is more precise. So yeah, it's going to be kind of like to the south, actually to the west of where Chorus is,
Alright.
I believe.
Okay.
Because yeah, those are not the same. Well, are those? Yeah, those are not quite the same borders as from before. So I'm sort of guessing. Yeah, and it's south and to the west. All right, you gather up your shield grogs and others and head down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's not a terribly like you're going through like forests for quite some time, and you see there's one point you see as you're traveling, what looks to be a fairly probably at least been there a couple months, but what at one point was a caravan of some sort where the carts and such are just like bashed into pieces. You're seeing like the wheel sort of on the side of the road. There's a bunch of other stuff bashed, and it looks like whatever had been remained behind from the attack had been removed like quite a while ago.
Mm.
But there was violence done here once.
Ominous.
Are there any animals nearby?
I mean, the standard sort of like there's just you can hear like the standard animals that are around, in these kind of areas.
I'm gonna grab a bird.
How so? You just go.
The same way you'd grab any bird, just like, hello, friend.
Only you.
Wait, do you want to do it with magic, or do you want to physically try to grab? I don't normally have birds close enough to grab unless it's like I don't know if you've seen that TikTok with a seagull, where a seagull tried to steal.
You know what? I'm gonna
something.
try. I want to see if Penn can do it because always been my dream to hold a pigeon. I would never do it, but I've always wanted to.
Dream big.
Penn can live my dream for me.
What
do you think that would be? Like quickness or
if you're trying to actually
grab a bird?
I think quickness.
Can I pet that bird?
Can
I pet that bird?
Yeah, I think with that, like, I mean, there'll definitely be quickness, and I mean, you've also got the supernatural ability of animal Ken. You could probably talk to one.
Yeah, that'll be the talking part once I grab the bird.
I'm gonna freak you out, and then we're gonna have a conversation. Hey man, what are you doing? Guess go stealth. I mean, you have a natural. Or let's go with we'll go with survival, and you can have that going with quickness as opposed to whatever it is currently.
Perception usually, so let's try it with quickness. 10. It's not great.
Birds are hard to catch. So
They are.
As they sort of head out, and you do not quite. The rest of you are seeing Penn trying to stalk and catch by hand a bird.
Pen do pen.
Pen, why wouldn't you just use magic?
Yeah, Your Rego animal. Well, your Rego is 0, but you still have a 16 with animal.
Do you want me to get you a bird?
Yes, please.
Okay, give me a moment. I'm gonna wait till a bird is like on the ground somewhere near me.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be spontaneous because I don't have it. But the base to paralyze an animal is 5. So it's gotta be
Probably sight and
voice.
concentration.
What?
Sight and concentration.
Yeah, sight. I was gonna do voice.
Voice work. Whatever is the voice would work too.
Voice concentration. That makes it a 20 individual target. So
Now, here's
all
something
right.
to remember. What is your, because it takes what your roll is. If you use, here, let me just double check real quick.
My Regio is 10. My animal is 17.
Okay, so 27 plus a D10. So with spontaneous magic, so something to remember. It is okay. If you take 1 fatigue level, it's your casting score plus a stress die divided by 2. And I think if you don't make it with spontaneous, I'll just double check. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Fatigue yourself, compare the casting total. If it's higher, if it's too low, it fails. So unlike a regular spell, like a regular spell will give you fatigue if it's lower than. So you would have to have it puts at what, level 20?
Yeah.
So with 20, which means you're taking 27 plus a D10 divided by 2.
Plus a D10
Well,
divided
plus
by 2.
Plus, we'll say where you're at in the thing. There's going to be a 3 plus your stamina plus a 3. Let me just make the magical aura a 3.
Okay. Magical aura question mark.
I just put in the 3 for the magic aura. So what's your stamina?
My stamina is 2.
So plus 5.
Okay.
Which means you got what, 27? You need at least to successfully cast it. You need at least a 40.
A 40.
Which 27 plus 5 because whatever you roll, you have to cut it in half. Because you got 3 for the aura, 2 for your stamina.
Okay.
So that's what, 20. That's 32. You need an 8, 9, or 10.
Whatever. I'll still try it.
Okay, you try.
Stress die. I mean, I've rolled some pretty high rolls before. No, not at all.
Yeah, let me, because I'm here. Let me just bring up. By the way, if you put the codex that is right below Apano Maria in the player Magi, if you drag it into the little bar at the bottom, it's gonna make that a whole lot easier to find. I literally just did that. Yeah, because planting a single suggestion in an animal mind is a 2. You can say, "Come here," which would be a 2 plus what? It's probably going to be less than 5. It's a matter of fact, it's because it's what, divided by 5. You might be able to do that without fatigue. You might just be able to go bird here, and it'll turn. Okay, so you try to cast it, and what did you?
Yeah. Well, hold on. I need to re-roll that because I had it as silent, which is a -10, and it's saying the aura is a 0. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. First of all, go into your character sheet, remove your fatigue level.
Yeah. Description: vitals in combat. Remove.
Yeah. Why would you suck?
Yeah. Why in the world would I ever silent that? I didn't even know I could possibly. Yeah. Okay. Loud voice, exaggerated gestures.
Bird feathers.
It says the aura level should be 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. Stress die. Still not better.
Still not enough. Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. As you turn, you're like, pocket the lasses and water, and the bird just goes. Fuck.
Not as easy as it looks.
Yeah. And like I said, if you wanted to do, because I'm looking here, if you did plant a suggestion in the animal's mind to come to you, or even like perch on my horse or something, like that, it's a 2, which means you'd have what, at least like sight or voice and concentration, which I think will bring it up to maybe a 5. Because remember, every +1 before 5 is just a +1. After 5, it's 5 points.
All right, so Regio Animal 2. It's going to be sight and then concentration.
Mhm.
That makes it a 10. So I'll try that.
If Steve gets another go, can I get another go to just grab somebody?
Well, so
Go for it.
most of
Why
the-
are we
they're
trying to
all-
catch a bird?
The birds are flying around at this point because this.
Yeah,
Steve,
I don't.
make
Well, I
your-
mean,
make-
I'm going to try to get a ground animal
Yes.
this time.
So Steve,
Okay.
you'll definitely want to do it fatiguing.
Fatiguing. What do you mean?
No, which is the regular spontaneous. Did you? Okay, yeah, it hasn't rolled yet. This one is a success.
Okay. Whew.
So at a
Yeah.
17.
So a bird comes over
you
and
try-
like
it just-
lands right beside
land-
Penn on the.
On the horse.
Yep. Did Penn grab the bird that's
When it
perched there?
lands near you, like it's nervous, you just grab it.
Hello, friend.
It's like, now that we have the birds, why did we need
Why
the
do you have
birds?
me?
I wanted to know,
Pen
did
and
you
I
see
can
what
talk to
happened to
animals.
these caravans?
No, when you
Yeah,
speak,
I'm not sure she can.
because your animal can let you speak to animals, correct?
Yes,
What is
as if
everyone
they were
else?
humans.
Whatever does everyone else hear when you are doing this?
I think they hear growling.
I have animal ken, so I assume I hear
Yes, so
everything.
You will also
Yeah, you hear
understand.
normal.
You got Sarah and Kay going the fuck. I think
At
they're
this
just
point,
torturing birds.
Lyra's just like,
they're just torturing birds.
This
Why are
this
they
might as well
doing
happen.
I
don't-
think it's just like, you could have talked to them without grabbing them, like a human
This
being.
is how House Bornir does things.
Why did you grab me?
Did you see what happened? No reason to be scared, little friend. Did you see what happened to these caravans?
You kind of point over the. This is no. They've been here on the side of the road for some time.
Okay. Do you know how many moons potentially?
2 maybe.
Okay. That's good. Thank you.
Pause. Do you want to ask about anything else they've seen? Remember,
No,
birds
actually,
aren't-
yeah, that's
birds aren't
true.
going
Just-
to pay all that much attention to a caravan. There's other things they might be paying more attention to.
Have you seen anything weird in the woods? Any disturbances?
There's a giant demon that sometimes
Oh.
walks the woods, attacking things, smashing trees, harming people. We get out of its way whenever we hear it or see it.
As you should. What's it look like?
So as they go on to describe,
Yeah.
there is a moment where you're just like, oh shit. Like a huge man with the head and hindquarters of a bear. Usually carries a giant club in its hand. Thick brown hair. It sounds a lot like the demon that you encountered many years ago now in that small village.
Oh, that
Not because
Zalden
Michael
encountered?
already had all the stats in here.
I mean,
no.
everything is connected.
Well, actually, I should check. They've actually probably put more of those in because all that stuff is now available. I should check to see what else they've added just for future.
Zalden is just like rubbing his head as you eventually let the bird go. It's like, I think I know that type of demon, and it's gonna be a bitch to fight.
Is Cassie going to fight?
Maybe Cassie's here. So if I'm in trouble, Cassie will help me, but I don't want Cassie to fight a demon head on.
Okay.
Like, I'm not going to risk my friend's death when we have grogs.
Well, there's some stuff that I could do to her.
That is very unsettling. What do you mean there's stuff you can do to her?
I could make her big. really big.
Are you talking about the spell Beast of Outlandish Size?
No, this is a different one that will actually, because Beast of Outlander says she just gets big, but it doesn't really affect her stats. This one affects her stats.
Oh.
But also, she would still be pretty delicate. She would only be like horse, like big horse level. So, especially
I
for
mean,
that guy who beat the shit out of us, maybe not a great idea. Might be a waste of a spell.
I mean, a tiger being the size of a horse with better stats is kind of a big deal. Like tigers are one of the most powerful animals on their own. If you make them the size of the horse, they'd be terrifying. But well, if you want to do that when we see the demon, it would still be useful, but we're gonna need to if the how do I want to put this delicately?
Oh no, who's rolling survival?
A player character. Oh, I think that was you.
Oh yeah, that was me. Why did mine change to
Yeah,
player
it
character? I was
just
like,
blinked up.
oh God, Michael's rolling something. I saw
I
flash.
was I may have accidentally clicked something because I went to look up Lion of Outlandish Size. Character
Yeah,
plus
so I don't
2
know
reduction
how.
quickness of -1. A lioness form in lioness form. This gives Luxora. It's from a specific one. So yeah, it
Yeah.
basically would give extra size, extra strength, reduces quickness.
Okay.
The rest of that will
So
probably happen automatically.
Yeah, I was also like thinking ahead on that one because I'm like, if it doesn't happen automatically, I might need to make a second Cassie sheet ahead of time.
we probably will have to do that, but
Yeah, but you know,
whatever. So Lear,
Mm.
Xander, do you have any ideas of what we could do? I explain what this demon is.
I have spells that open wounds. Like I can open a medium-sized wound.
If we can penetrate its magical
Oh.
defenses, is the problem.
Hmm.
Mm.
I have a. Let's see. I can fill its lungs with water.
I
do
mean,
demons need to breathe?
The other thing we're going to assume is one thing we talked about before that we haven't actually used all that much, but is a good idea to start kind of keeping in mind. Is having Whis with you, particularly Whis of the ones you use more often. Now, the Thebes in particular is pretty rich in Whis. You can use it now. If a botch happens, it does make it a little more dangerous. Let me just pull up the specifics. But Whis in spellcasting does help. Let me just double check what the gives a +2 to your casting score per pawn that you use. The most you can use is, I believe, your whatever your magic theory is the most that you're able to use. So what is everyone's magic theories?
Magic theory.
Which one's that one?
Mine's a,
4.
It's an ability.
mine's a 7.
That was pretty good. Magic theory is also
4.
great for making spells and stuff, so that is one to bring up if you have it. So we'll assume you have a couple. You basically have a couple sets of Whis for your most powerful ones that are
Okay.
that would let you use sort of the full one, but the whole thing to think of is if you happen to botch, you get 1 extra botch dice per pawn of Whis that you use.
Okay.
It has to match either the technique or the form of the spell. I'm sorry, no. The maximum number of pawns of a given type is your score in the art. So you're not going to have enough to have. We'll say you probably at least have. We'll say 10 pawns of Whis because you're able to pull like 5 or something from each. We'll just. Well, at some point, as you start using those more, we'll keep more track of specifically how much you have. Because I don't think it automatically pulls them from your stores.
I didn't realize that I have a penetration of 5 and the specialty is demons. So that could be
Oh.
helpful.
Demon fucker.
Yeah, I put demons because my master had demons.
Doing penetration
Not in-
demons.
Just you as a teen, like, get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Alright.
Perfect. All right. So, I mean, it seems we've got some potential.
Mm.
Michael, I know I don't know this, but I also feel like I don't know if Penn would know this, but corpse spells probably work on demons, right? They're flesh just like the rest of us.
Corpus.
Yes.
Let me.
I just like saying corpse.
I think so. Corpus. That's probably the wrong way to put it. Let me do a quick check here. Ars Magica, Corpus, Demons. Yeah, I'm saying the Immunocorpus should also work.
Yay.
That or animal, depending on. I think we'll go right now. I'll just make the ruling right now, depending on how close it is. This sounds like something that is kind of part man, part animal, part man, part bear, part pig. So like probably animal or corpus would work.
This changes things for me.
I also have something that could hold a creature in place.
Your big thing is
So
going to be the biggest thing you're going to have is trying to whatever like level it was. I'll say the one you faced last time had a might of 15, which means what you want to have is essentially your penetration is then added onto penetration is added on to how well you roll. So you're going to want to have spells where you can succeed either normally or through use of Whis by 15 to be able to
yeah,
to be able to get past its magic.
they can do that.
Xander, what's the scariest thing you've ever fought?
I'm only the things we fought together, truly.
So
I have
people.
studied corpus magic, however, so
Me
have
too.
that going for us. I've never fought anything outside of fighting things along with you.
I had to fight some stuff during the initiation.
Like what?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
We're just gonna wait for this thing to appear. We're gonna find it.
You do know
It's true.
you've not reached the village yet. So if you're going there,
Yeah, I guess we can head there. And then worst case scenario, I could turn into a wolf or something.
Would my fatigue levels go away by the time we get there?
yeah, but you'll have some rest as you get there.
Alright,
A couple of
perfect.
them go away pretty quickly.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, as you reach, like there's a small village as you get there. Do you want to take a quick bio break?
Sure.
All right. We'll take a quick bio break. They will reach the village, and we will find out how to fight a demon.
Oh shit, he's gonna be here tomorrow.
All right. We are back.
Fuck.
All right. Head your way to the village.
Yep.
Okay. Let me pull up one thing real quick. So, it's not too long before you round a. You sort of round a corner. You round a bend in the road, and you see a small village that's sort of carved out of. That's sort of carved out of the woods around it. The weird thing that you notice immediately is, one, there are a whole bunch of. That's not the right one. There's a whole bunch of Christian symbols and such that are designed to keep demons in such a way, very specifically. There are also a bunch of pagan, like the old gods kind of symbols to ward off demons also that are out there.
Interesting. Let's go in.
I take it we're in the right place.
I mean, these people are used to demons. I feel like a tiger isn't going to scare them.
Okay. As the caravan's sort of approaching, there's a few. You see a few people come out there. There's gonna be no. We'll say one of the guides that came with you speaks sort of the Hungarian, the language of this place. Because
oh yeah,
what did 1280 Hungarians speak?
Bohemian, probably.
Old Hungarian, probably. Yeah. So as you sort of approach, there's some people out there. They're speaking in language you don't understand. One of the guides who was brought with you starts speaking. He goes, "I will act as a translator for you, and basically we'll just be able to have us go back and forth. Just keep in mind that there's one of the guides from from Chorus is doing the translation." It kind of looks. An armed caravan here is a strange sight.
Wouldn't it be a welcome sight when you're having issues with demons?
You're aware of the demons.
We're here to kill the demon.
As it sort of translates,
a demon.
Mama goes, "Get me high," and then some others kind of rush out, and they bring out a man who's quite old. You notice tattoos sort of all over him. These are like pagan symbols. And is there just like old men with tattoos, or?
Oh, I thought maybe he was related to Xander in some way because of the tattoos.
No, different sort of tattoos. Because
Nah.
Xander's tattoos are Kremon tattoos, which are often like a lot of swirl. There's a lot of weird stuff. I need to like split up the book. You're all in the same book, but if you have a chance to like look over the stuff about your particular house, it packs it with really interesting ideas. What you're looking to see was someone who looks to be a shaman. Like a shaman of like the old spirits and such, one who's connected to the land from long ago. Much older, sort of comes out and starts speaking. He's like, "What brings you here to kill the demon?"
We need to kill a demon. We are interested in killing a demon.
Wouldn't they be affected by everybody else besides Salden?
Yeah.
No, I would say like there is that standoffishness. They had a bit of that, like
Okay.
as everyone's there, there's a little more sort of wary. And the shaman is, Thapaboth has been a problem for us for many generations. He arrives.
Thapaboth.
Now here's what you know. You now have a name. What Thapaboth, that name is going to give you, it's essentially going to double your penetration skill. It'll work as a sympathetic connection. So because you have the name, because like basically like use your penetration skill times 1, and then there's like if you have any arcane connections or sympathetic connections can raise that up. So it's going to give you times 2. on your penetration because you have that sympathetic bonus.
Double the penetration. Ay, ay, ay.
Nessa. I have virgin ears. Until I went to Cabo. Yeah. They do things to your ears there that are hard to explain. Especially to your doctor going, well, there's wax in there, but...
Don't get pink eye in your ear.
He goes, Papamoth has been a scourge for generations, coming from time to time, but recently he's been staying longer, destroying more.
Well, we're here to help.
Gotta be wary. They say at night he can whisper to those who have hearts that are not, hearts that are weak, who have passions in them they cannot control, and brings their rage and their virtues and destroys them. He makes men worse.
We are not men.
We are Devo.
All right.
Who are you?
When does we are? Go ahead.
I'm Zalden. I am just a traveler who wants to help the others in need.
How's it that Zolden has the gentle gift and is somehow the least socialized of us? Not maybe not the least socialized.
Look at us, okay? We have a half fae. You, who looks like my identical twin brother, despite not being a fae or anything, a half giant. We don't know what Xander looks like yet, but like we don't look normal. We don't look like just travelers, unless we're like a traveling circus. Like,
what does Xander look like?
I think somehow the most normal out of everybody except the tattoos.
Oh, honestly, I've been imagining him as the bald guy with the tattoos from Gravity Falls, where he's got like the milky eyes with the scar, and there's just like, I know you said there weren't that many tattoos, but I'm like, tattoos everywhere.
Oh,
we are.
I feel like he's pretty normal looking compared to everybody else.
We are. My compatriot is right. We are here to help. We want to. We think we have the ability to rid the scourge from your village.
If you could do that, we would owe you greatly. And as he sort of looks and goes, I am not of your order. And I know that very often your order has not been kind to those of us with lesser magics. I've done what I could to keep this town safe, or keep our village safe.
This can be mutually beneficial to both of us. Trust. Now.
He sort of turns and then what you're told is like, come, we'll bring them food, bring them a place to stay. They shall be fighting a demon soon. Right, they basically they'll get some food and such ready for you. They kind of clear out a home for the four of you in particular. There's other like people set up tents. There's places where some of the higher ups and such will stay. But they used to be able to stay in just out and about, so they can at least get the four of you a place to sleep.
What is the name of this guy that welcomes in? His name is Hay. Hi.
Mihai.
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 Grape knee high.
Or Mihai. M-I-H-A-I.
Mihai.
I'm assuming it's Mihai as well, if I have the Hungarian name.
Mihai.
Perfect. Yeah, I assume we eat, keep the translator to talk about anything he may want to talk about. wait for a demon to show up.
Okay. So what do y'all do that evening? Or anything you do while you're waiting? They say if he comes here, he comes at night. There's also some ways of setting fires and other things that will bring him this way.
Oh, we gotta make sure we don't do this near the village.
So
Mm.
I have a spell that lets me find things. Do we want to utilize that?
I mean,
So hold on, let me find it real quick. What it is? It's probably in the inexorable search. Determines the location of a specific person. To cast a spell, you need a map and an RNK connection. After cast a spell, you can move your finger over the map at the rate of 1 hour per square foot of the map. When your finger passes over the person's location is represented in the map, you sense the person's presence. The person is not in the area, you know sensation results. You can locate the person within a thumb's width of the map. A similar spell will allow you to search for a dead body.
I think you need an arcane connection for that.
Okay.
If you had like a piece of the demon or blood or hair or something like that, you would be able to use that.
Do we have a piece of the demon?
Do not.
We could always ask, hi.
They do not. So I'll put something in the chat real quick as a reminder. So you have grogs, and you have like shield grogs that are there to protect you. Their station is like right next to each of you. You probably have 2 of them, is my guess, for each. Then you have the we probably brought 1 or 2 like say groups of 5. So essentially, if we assume, because you have leadership of 5 equals plus 15 to combat abilities. So basically, there's groups that can work together. Because I think what happened last time is the group was doing okay until they started losing a bunch of people pretty quickly. Because I think their leader might have gotten killed or something pretty quick. And the Vanguard equals attack defense rolls, and essentially you split groups among them. Vanguard takes at least as many as other people. So basically, the Vanguard gets the first wound, and then has to have at least as much as everybody else. But you split those amongst others. If it's group versus group, if this is basically the Vanguard would be the one sort of up front when attacking a demon. The leader does not have to be the Vanguard. So if you've got like basically what it lets you do is basically say, I'm just going to use one character, like one character stuff. We're going to assume this is say 5 people. This is the leader and 4 others. They'll get a plus 15 on their combat abilities, and they get to roll as just one thing as opposed to having to make the groups sort of bigger. So do we want to assume you have 2 of those?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if someone wants to pull out, now one thing that'll be useful is, I can't remember if I don't think it mattered really. Did we have a battle? Is there anything even on this? No, it was just a blank. We can keep it in the Transylvania thing. We're fine there. What'll help here is if you pull out your characters onto, like, into the areas sort of around what we're seeing on the Transylvanian Tribunal. And then we can also go to your grogs. The Covenant grogs. Do we have any particular people who would be the lead, like the leaders of the grogs, or is it just going to be the generic like?
We brought Hunter, right?
Yes, we have Hunter.
So old. Poor Hunter.
Yeah, we did bring him though. I imagine Salazar, but we need to roll some age rolls for him because he's now 55.
Yeah,
because we did not age him up.
Hold on.
So if we go with Grizzled Veteran, because you bought veterans, so I'm going to put 2 of those up there.
Okay.
And I think what I can just do is.
So we brought Bastion. We brought Bastion, Hunter, Baxter, Justina, various grogs, Grayson.
Oh yeah, we do have Grayson.
So I think Grayson and Baxter.
No, Baxter's not a fighter.
Baxter's a
Baxter
soldier.
is. Baxter's is. Yeah, I thought you meant Bastion. My bad.
No.
Do they have leadership?
Baxter? Hold on, let me find out. Yes.
Negative.
No. Well, Grayson doesn't.
Abilities.
Maybe just grizzled veteran then.
No, Baxter doesn't have leadership.
Let's double check. There's something
Grizzled veterans have leadership, so I feel like they'd be the best ones.
Because I think we
Isn't-
can basically assume a generic group of grizzled veterans, with one of them with a leadership of 5. Here, we'll just do this. Because you have elite troops, you're going to take those with you. That's one of the things with the massive amount of riches and other stuff that you bought. So I will just basically pop their leadership up to 5. So what we can basically consider is these are your 2 groups of the veterans. Each of them, if we just want to keep in mind that when they do their combat stuff, they will have a plus 15. I also changed some things, so if you want to rebring out I would bring the characters and place them here. They will no longer rotate, and I'm going to change your. If you go into little gear, you can hit it so that you're always for everybody. There's probably a way to make that permanent, so you don't have to deal with it. But I'll just have it so that people's names appear. So if everybody wants to pull out their characters, and if you're pulling out Cassie, especially if you're gonna like cast a spell on Cassie, we can make a separate one for her.
Okay. Yeah.
If you just want to duplicate Cassie and then Penn let Steve know what the changes would be, and then you could put the giant Cassie.
We're just gonna put giant Cassie. Giant Cassie. We're gonna go into this one and
essentially Kay, I think your ghostly warder will probably just essentially work as if they are a like an extra shield grog that nobody can see.
Okay, cool.
Which is like having real shield grog, but if someone tried to come around, suddenly an invisible person hits you. That is difficult.
I do not know why my picture keeps doing that. I haven't swapped it out, or why I'm just player character, but that is what it is.
Oh,
what is the changes that happen to Cassie when you cast that spell?
Hold on one second. So size increases by 1.
So, where the frick is okay?
Let me
so
try.
she's using size 1.
Pen 2.
Okay.
Other ship.
Strength increases by +2.
Okay.
Quickness goes down by 1.
And
Okay.
then
and it changes combat statistics, but this is for Alliance, so it changes claws and bite, but tigers have a different thing, don't they?
Yeah, they have bite and trip. So the bite, what would be the change?
Okay, so for bite, I don't know what it's going to do to the other attacks, so we might have to just focus on the biting. Initiative goes up by 1.
Initiative. Okay, so the initiative would be 6. Okay.
Attack goes up by 13.
Up by 13?
Apparently.
Well, no, I think what you're looking at is
attack just becomes plus 13.
I don't think you actually make those changes. I think what it's saying is because you took it from a specific thing where it's like this is what happens when you add. Because for yours, Lions of Outlandish size increases by 1, strength by 2, quickness goes down by 1. What I think all the rest of that I think is the automatic or strength increases from +2 to +8. Because size will also affect that a little bit. I think quickness falls by 1 to 0. This change, so it's basically size up by 1, strength by 2, quickness down by 1. It should probably adjust everything.
I'm double checking.
Because everything else is specifically for, like, how it's basically saying in the lion attack, this is how it changed. Because, it goes.
It did not change the attack stuff.
No, I think it does, because your
strength should at least bring it up.
+7, +18, +19. When it comes, if you look in the combat section.
Oh, okay. Well,
but it doesn't change it down there, which is a little weird.
It changed a couple things.
Yeah, so it's basically just saying it just because those blocks are usually the GM it's not loaded into this stuff. The GM's looking at the book, So it's just putting the information there. So if the player has a spell there, it just has the information. I changed it so Pen, your name will show up now. I also, if we want to take away the version 2s, I moved the other Pen into the dead characters, even though it's not technically dead. I also moved Salim up there.
Okay.
And so Zaldin, I think if you want to, you don't necessarily have to have the +2, the part 2 there if you don't want.
For the what?
For your character's name.
I don't. I just have Zaldin.
I'm saying Zaldin part 2.
On your photo,
on the
you can
tokens.
change just the name on the photo. Because mine was set to K, not Xander.
How do I do that?
Right
Oh.
click on your thing and then it'll be the little gear icon.
And also,
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure
Oh, yeah,
Apano
it's
Maria
Zaldin.
is on all of you. Xander, you have Apano Maria.
There we go.
Zaldin also has Pen did not have Apano Maria.
Mhm.
Everyone else does.
Okay, perfect.
And then if you right click, you can hit the little gear. Always for everybody. And those will appear. Okay, sweet. So as it's getting close to that night, you start hearing a like coming through the forest. You can sort of see some trees toppling as they're coming. And then you hear the roar that you hear like gets like the villagers and such who are around there to sort of like are you basically like in the clearing that the village is in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you're doing this, Estapaboth is size 2. Let me just remind you like what that actually means. Size. Yeah, every 3 points represents a 10-fold increase or decrease in mass. Size 0 is an average person. So this is not quite tenfold. 426. I'll just give you an idea on how big it is. By the way, if you've not grabbed the Ars Magica Definitive Edition PDF, it's fantastic, and they've also made it like not nearly as bad as it should be. Thapaboth is size 2, which makes him about 10 feet tall and like close to 1,000 pounds. Here it says bear, horse, lion, stag, male, or red deer. Yeah, and I'm like fairly large, and Cassie, while not as tall, or rather, cast your spell, Pen. As it comes closer, just comes through and goes, and then like in Latin, defenders. I know you. I smell mage. Alright, that is more than enough to... And Cassie just grows big and huge. Alright, so what I'm going to do here...
Did I drag Cassie out?
Yeah, I think so.
Didn't.
Drag your giant Cassie out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw you all into... do me a favor, place Cassie over with everybody else.
Sorry.
Let's just... Because I'm going to... Yeah, I can kind of... I should be able to just scroll over here. Put all of you into the encounter. So what I'm going to have, if everyone wants to roll initiative for their character. So, Kay, you haven't done a battle here yet, have you?
I don't. No, we fought something.
Okay. Under description, if you want to go, like, the description of your character, go to vitals and combat. And if you scroll down to initiative and roll that.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, it's...
Oh god.
Oops.
Glad that botch was on initiative and not on magic, or I'd be going into Twilight.
Knock on wood. Hey.
Wait, so it doesn't seem to have changed it here. Hit begin encounter. I'm going to do this. Remember what you just rolled. I am just going through and putting a bunch of stuff in. Look at whatever you had rolled and tell, because I had a 5 for Thapaboth. Tell me what you had for what you rolled for initiative.
8.
7.
Wait. Nessa?
8.
8. Okay.
Or 7.
7 for Lear.
4.
4 for Xander. Got that. Zaldin?
-1.
-1. Ghostly Warden got a 5. Thapaboth got a 5. Lear 7. And the Tiger, do you roll for Cassie?
Yeah, she got a 12.
Okay, well, I rolled. It rolled a 15 when it did it automatically, so we can just assume that. So as it comes forward, if you click on the little the combat encounters, the 2 ones where they are.
What?
So if over where the chat messages and all those things are.
Yep.
Do you have one that's a pair of crossed swords?
Oh, yes.
So if you open that, what you're going to see is this is all of the this is the stuff in order. So Cassie is actually going to be able to go first.
Okay.
Oh, then let me make sure Cassie is showing up. I just want to get the. I don't want the never.
I don't know why there's a die behind Cassie.
Oh, what that means is if you look, Cassie's highlighted on that thing.
It's her turn.
Okay.
Yeah, with the die means it's Cassie's turn.
Okay. In that case, don't know how advisable it is, but Cassie is gonna try attacking Thababob.
Wait, K real quick.
What?
Let me double check something with K. I know you have fast casting.
Yeah, I believe so.
So let me just double check. Does that mean when you are +3 to initiative, are you going to be casting spells? I'm assuming that. Are you doing that as opposed to trying to fight? Because that would raise you up in the. So are you using spells instead of physically fighting?
Probably just because I have Corpus, but in any other situation, probably not.
Okay, so just your fast casting just gives you an extra +3 to your initiative, which is if you see that knocks you up above, because the Thapaboth is 5, the Ghostly Warden is going to be closer to you, probably not be able to attack it. But we have the 2 groups of veterans. All right, cool. So to Cassie, so Cassie can attack. So remember, if you're using one of the weapons, make sure that that's clicked as equipped. Just the weapon you're using, not all of them.
Yep, she's using her bite. So that'd be an attack on Thapabob, right?
Mm-hmm.
Attacking. I assume this is a stress die.
Yep.
Kabloom. 25.
Okay. And so you hit attack underneath the vitals in combat?
Yep.
Okay, so for everybody, just as a reminder, it's been a little while since we've done it. The nice thing is, with the Foundry, all you need to do is basically just wait. So I just have to click defense, and it'll be against the last person who did an attack. Hit the stress die. Oh, shit. He rolled a botch. So as he goes up to come forward, as Cassie's able to just grab it right around the throat. So
giant tiger, here we go.
You go ahead and roll damage.
Strength, damage, advantage.
So as a reminder, what it's going to do is it's going to add in. So the difference here is 8, the 17 to 25.
Yep.
So what it should do, the advantage is 8, strength 2, damage 1. I hit the soak for him. I apply the damage. So he's received a light wound. So a light wound gives a -1. Now the thing is you can get a bunch of them. As it's come on. And just kind of with other hand, it doesn't have the club, just grabs, and there's just blood coming through, and it's big enough that unfortunately it didn't rip open the jugular or something. As it's and who would like to take over the group of grizzled veterans right now that has the die underneath it? Okay, I don't know if you want to do it just to get practice with the combat system.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So let me just check here. So with the grizzled veteran, I'm just going to make sure. Go to virtues and go not virtues and flaws. Under description, vitals and combat. Equip the shield heater and the axe and this metal scale full.
Hold on, where are the grizzled veteran?
So
Just double click on him.
Yeah, look at the one with
okay.
the die on it. So I'm gonna hit the attack button just to double check. Okay, modifier. So combat preparation under modifier, if you put plus 15. Oh wait a minute. Let me check something. Wait, shield and axe. Why does this not have? Oh wait, I don't have the axe equipped. Okay, and let me make sure that should be using ability. It's not using the. Wait, don't hit anything yet.
Okay.
Because yeah, it looks like the single-handed is the heater shield. Oh, it should be a pole at. Or I'll just hit that. Okay, so it should have that adds that to the skill, which will bring stuff to the attack and defense. Okay, so now if you hit it in the modifier, if you want to put a plus 15, that basically, as they're working together, this group is able to come up. They have a leader that's good enough to come up and do that stuff to them. So there will be a plus 15.
Okay. Let me...
His defense is the defense for the demon is a total of a plus 17. But K's plus 15 is on top of their other ability. Is on top of what they already have.
Whew.
It's not letting me like roll it. I see where the axe and the shield are, but it's not.
So all you need to do is under that. Do you see where the attack button is up above, where it's got initiative, attack, defense, damage?
Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Hold on.
Yeah, so it should be underneath vitals and combat on the description page. So vitals and combat, you scroll down, you'll see on the left initiative, attack, defense, damage, and so.
Yeah.
So what it does is it goes, okay, who's the last person to roll it? Like whoever rolls attack, the next person rolls defense. It's like, oh, this is who they're attacking. You don't have to tell it ahead of time. In the one ring game I'm running, you actually have to like let it know, here's who I'm attacking, and then it does all the stuff. So just put the plus 15 in.
Do I need to?
So when you click on the attack, just put a plus 15 on the modifier. I think you just put a plus 15, you'll be fine.
It still says no target selected, but I selected one now, so it should let me. Yes, okay. 15.
Oh, maybe you do have to click on the.
If you hover over the person and hit T on your keyboard, it's the
text
target.
Oh, wait, with no weapon, you've got your.
Yeah, it's equipped.
No, but I'm looking here.
Well,
no, it still used the attack for. Ability for, attack for, so that's okay. It's using it. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. Anyway, so then I just roll defense. Oh, defense against a griddled veteran with no weapon. I don't know why it's not giving you the no weapon there. And you clicked on the grizzled veteran that had the die behind it.
yeah.
Okay, let me make sure the other one also gets its stuff in there. Go ahead and put damage on yours.
Okay.
Roll 12.
Ooh.
I hit soak. A second light. So if you want to describe what does this group of veterans do with their axes?
I feel like they just move as a unit and just axes up.
And as it's like as it comes up, and it's got its club as they're like just hitting them with sort of the pole axes, which will then take us to Penn.
Alrighty.
It'll be Penn, Xander, Lear, Thapaboth, then Zeldin, and then the final grizzled veteran.
I'm gonna. I'm just gonna do driving the spur because it's one of my only like attacking things.
Okay, what's that one do?
It's a perdocorpus, so I think it's just like a.
What's the actual description say?
This was like a random one we did that we ended up turning into an actual spell, but it's basically just like pain. Um,
But let me just tell you, it should say under your. There should be like if there's not a description, we're gonna need to put one in there. So
it
drive
was something
whisper.
it was something we made up.
No, but
Um,
the thing is, you'll still want to put a description.
yeah.
Inflicts a light wound. Okay, so, yeah, so make a note that it inflicts a light wound.
Mhm.
Yeah, so yeah, go ahead and cast your spell. Now, your penetration. Was there a thing that asked you about like sympathetic?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, if there's a thing that said sympathetic, make sure you click it because it's going to make the. Okay, it didn't put it in there, but it won't matter because you definitely rolled high enough to do it. Let me just double check something on your character real quick. Oh, I got pen up here. I'm gonna cast it again. Penetration options. If you click, so all of you notice if you click a spell and you click under penetration options, um, sympathetic link. If you hit weak link, the +1 is what you'll get for that.
Mhm.
So that it basically won't matter right now because you had enough to get through the penetration. Yeah, what's it look like when you cast this?
Um, it's a little bit like more goofy than Pen's usual thing. She's being really usually she's kind of like quiet, but she's being kind of loud. Um, but I think she's just kind of like raising her hands in Latin and kind of like what I usually it creates a new wound. I think we're kind of we've already got some openings
Mm-hmm.
in here, so I'm just kind of
Just like
like
rip one of them open a
yeah,
little bit
parting the
more.
Red Sea of flesh, just like da da pa
Yes.
pa 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 pa
Yeah,
pa.
as more of it kind of you see one of the wounds actually get like longer. When
Pen is
right from
being
the
very
neck where it kind of hit. Just so he's now 3 light wounds. So he's got a -3 penalty.
there's something about Romania that's making Pen more unsettling.
Okay, Xander and then Lear.
Where do I find the like spells again?
It'll be under your
Um,
arts. If you go to your arts and then
No,
scroll
not
down.
my spells, because I don't have anything that can help right now.
Oh,
Like like how to create
spontaneous.
spontaneous.
If you go into the actors under where the player Magi is, you'll see the codex.
Okay.
But I think actually you can actually get that from your character. The codex, however, will let you sort of look and see. Or tell you what, because we have not gotten all the spells you're supposed to have yet. I'm pretty sure. You can if you find a spell that you want to use, or you create one. We can say this is one that you would have already learned.
Okay.
Now it'll be limited a little bit by what your laboratory total in whatever that spell is.
because some of them are like level 50, and we're
Yeah.
not there yet.
Yeah, because like with your highest with Corpus, let's say you're using like Corpus Perdo, like to destroy. That's 18 plus 3 for Magic Aura, so 21 plus 2 for what's your stamina? Plus 2, 23 plus your like Magic Theory, 23. So basically, if you have like a level 25 spell, that's something you could have learned, say, if you want to use Perdo Corpus. And you can actually create a spell, and we'll consider it one of the ones you've already known. You can also pull something from the compendium. Because if you go under items, under spells, say Corpus, well, they got a whole bunch. We can kind of create one. Let's say it's a spell you've probably already learned. What is it you want to do? And I will bring up the codex.
I think I found hold the target's body motionless is Regio Corpus 5 base.
Oh, Rego. Okay. Cool, yeah. Yeah, so what you do here is if you click on, do you see where it says design spell? Or if you go to the little hammer where it says design spell, wait, that's not.
Yeah, my internet's just
Nope.
taking a second. It loves to
That doesn't
do
click.
this.
Basically, click on the hold body targets. If you click on the hold target's body motionless, and then hit yes to create a spell. Okay, so range. Do you want to have this voice sight eye contact? Because eye contact means you have to like get its eye contact, which could be a little hard right now as it's in all this combat. Voice will have it
I'm gonna
within
do sight.
Okay. I will say voice is going to be a little closer, which means because like you're still relatively new. Because if you do voice, it's going to take the level up to 15. Well, actually, no, wait. I'm sorry. Duration is going to be momentary. Target's going to be individual because you're just doing. Or no, I'm sorry. Duration, you're going to want to have at least concentration,
Yeah.
which will take it up to a 20. Actually, if you go to diameter, which is like 2 minutes,
hmm
that'll still keep it 20. No, is diameter 2 minutes? Yeah, if you want to do diameter, hold it for 2 minutes. It'll give you 20. The only thing is, because it's got a might of 15, that depends on what your penetration is, though you're going to have bonuses to that. It like you have to get past its might, which is 15. Though you're going to have double whatever your penetration is. Yeah, I would go if you want to go ahead and do that. If duration, you can either do concentration, which as long as you concentrate, or diameter is about 2 minutes, which in a combat is forever.
Yeah, unfortunately though, because of this target size, it takes it up to a level 30.
Well, target size is an individual, though. Of course, if this is for a target size of
2, this is base size 1, so I put in.
Yeah, so that will make it a little more difficult. So if you go concentration will be the same. If you go, you said voice.
Yeah, I had it at voice.
So that puts it just a bit outside. Well, the thing is, you can actually have the spell for standard size, and then kind of depending when you roll against it, I think that's when the target size is taken into effect. I don't think you have to use it for larger targets, though we can check on that later. If you just want to make it for a regular size, because I don't think you're normally making magic for this will be for something really big. I think it just makes it a little more difficult when you actually do cast it.
Yeah, because the target size changes from a 25 to a 30. Okay. Because
when you roll, you'll have your. So with Xander, if we look at arts, and I look at your casting total for this Rego Corpus. Oh, 21. So what we can do, so you have a 21. I don't think that adds the +3 for the current thing. So 24. If you want to say you're using two things at Weiss, you can do that. In order to like get above that 30.
Okay.
Of course, shit. Then you'd still need to get. What's your penetration? Only 1. Okay, so that'll be. You'll have a bit there. So this may be hard. We'll see. We'll see what happens when you cast it. We can say if you want to use extra Weiss, you can use that to bring your casting total up. And we'll assume you've got like 5 pawns of Weiss with you.
Okay. Hold on. I have to put this in because closing it did nothing for me. Voice.
Oh no, it still might be. Let's just double check. If we go into magical effects, hold the target. Yeah, it's still in there. So if you open up the codex, click under magical effects, because this is one where now if you click on it, it'll ask if you wanted to design a spell. Though I might change the name of the spell to something cool. Yeah, because if you click on the one that looks like the pages, you'll see the whole thing on there. So yeah, I might change the duration to concentration because it's got the 15 now. Target individual. Do you have a name for the spell?
No, I do not. I'm bad at names.
Hold the target. Would be a cool name for holding someone motionless.
I just put halt.
Halt demon.
I would say
You shall not pass.
stop the body's progress.
Mm.
I always want to have cool sounding names.
Honestly, I love Halt Demon.
Well, because you won't be specific for you'll just be a halt for anything.
Well, it's for him, but
Yeah.
then it's an insult for anyone else who gets it after that.
Well, we consider this is one you already would have had.
Yeah. I'll just do it as Halt. Theoretically, that should be here now. Yes. Okay.
Now at that point, you can then click on the thing. It'll say create a spell, and then that spell you can drag onto your character sheet.
Oh, it's under spontaneous magic effects right now. Did I do something wrong?
No. Did you do it off the codex or your character sheet?
I took it from the codex to my character sheet.
Okay, let me do it this way. For Xander. So I created the thing. I'm going to throw it on there. If you look under arts, you should now have. Of course, lift the dangling puppet would do a similar thing, which you already have. Oh, wait, why did that go to spontaneous effects? Or let me do it this way. Oh, that's because it's spells. That's what you've got to click on spell. It's one of those things. There might be an easier way to do it. So let me do this. Design enchantment. Click here. Make a spell based on that effect. Yes. Now under spells. Okay, now it's on. Now it's there under a spell for you. So if you click on Stop the Body's Progress, you can cast that, and when you cast it, under a couple things, under Penetration, if you click the Penetration option, Sympathetic Link, put a weak link. And do you want to use, you've got a 20, plus you'll add the 2. Do you want to use like all 5 things of Weiss? Let's say you got 5 with you.
I think I'll use like 2.
That'll give 2 will give you a +4 to your roll. I might suggest using 5 just because right now like there's not a lot.
Okay, so put 5 under modifier.
Yeah, because if you use 5 of them, I put +10 under modifier. Because you have to beat it by 50. Basically, your roll has to be. You got a 20 on there. It has to beat it by 15.
Which, if you can hold this thing, that would be so good for
And
us.
if you can hold it, that thing can be like torn to shreds.
Yeah, like
Okay.
it did a number on Steve back in the day.
Okay, let's see.
Let's make this an unfair fight. Let's hold this thing down.
Well,
and beat
it's not gonna go great, I'm gonna tell you.
Ah.
Oh shit. Technically, you should have had a lot more botch dice. Actually, Now I would double check to make sure how you hit to use Weiss in there. So we're gonna go ahead and ignore that. But if you want to use a point of confidence to give you a +3, if you hit the little actions, you see where you got that little dude +1.
Mm-hmm.
If you click that, you can spend one of your points of confidence. So now it will. And so what does it look like when you use this on
it? Because I'm basic and I left the blue magic. I think instead of the the magic being blue itself, there's kind of like a blue flame that comes up around Xander's feet when he casts magic.
Okay. Just around you, like.
Mm-hmm.
Do your tattoos glow a little bit?
Just a little bit.
I love cool tattoos.
Yeah. So as you kind of like push yourself into it, you you feel like the magic resistance like fighting against you, and then it's like, as you spend that point of confidence, and then it just comes through. Yeah, as it kind of holds it there in place for, you have it for diameter. 2 minutes is going to be more than enough for y'all to just rip this thing apart.
It's for concentration.
Okay, so yeah, as you kind of hit the concentrate, let's just let everybody else go, so you can also cast some spells, do some cool shit. Lear,
Yeah.
What are you doing to it?
I am going to use Teeth of the Gladiator, which creates a medium wound.
Shit. Okay.
I believe that's what it is.
Yeah, I think you just need to. So it sounds like to target it, if you just click on Thapaboth, maybe it'll.
If you hold your mouse over it and then click T on your keyboard, it'll target.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the other thing, if you hit right click, you can also hit there's a little target thing. I guess you do that.
And we're doing stress die, right?
Yep. All right.
Damn.
Yeah, because of its magic resistance, this one doesn't quite get through. Because it, like, the more powerful the spell you use, the harder it is to actually get through the resistance.
I can't try another one, can I?
No. So that as you do that, it doesn't make it through. That'll take us to Zaldin.
Okay. Would you say that they've got like logs laying around? This is like a woodland village, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use my spell Acorns of Amusement to fling a log. How big would you say that a log would be?
They're gonna have fire. They're gonna have firewood all over the place.
Okay, because the spell doesn't. It's like voice range, smaller than a pace, long, wide, and deep. The damage of a piece of wood when it strikes a target ranges from +1 for a small blunt piece, right up to +10 for logs a yard across. So I'm not sure where we would want that for the dip.
+10 as a yard. We'll say +5 for the firewood you've got.
Okay, +5 for that. All right, so I assume I need to roll this. So Acorns of
Make
for
sure you
amusement.
have the penetration bonus. Go ahead and put the arcane link or sympathetic link. Because Sarah, did you do that?
I don't think so.
Do me a favor. Do it again. Make sure you put the sympathetic link. Hit that a yes.
Okay. Hold on.
I don't see sympathetic link. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, penetration off. You've also got specialty of demons for yours, is what I'm seeing. So you can actually use your specialty as well.
Where's sympathetic link?
If you go under penetration options, if you just scroll down and you try to cast, you'll see it there. If you also want to use like some of the weaves you would have brought with you, I'm gonna have to double check the right way to do that so you can, because basically K should have had a massive amount of botch dice being rolled if you're using 5 because you rolled a 0.
Do we want to double our penetration with the sympathetic link or just the regular?
No, just go to sympathetic link. Just hit weak link, +1.
Okay.
Weak link.
And then hit our penetration. Or does it matter?
All the rest of that's already worked out.
All right.
Okay.
Also, in this case, still didn't quite work.
I also have the Oath of Steadfastness that I keep forgetting I have. When I am in front of Pen, I get +3 to my magic.
Isn't that isn't that if it's only Pioneer? I can double check.
I count for a lot.
I gotta look real quick, but
Steadfastness?
Yeah, while in front of other members of House Bjornir is what I was told. But I didn't know if that meant only House Bjornir.
Let me see if I find that +3. Because I found a thing with Oath of Steadfastness. It doesn't quite go into that, though. I remember that was definitely a thing. I'm just trying to remember.
Yeah, because that's what I wrote down. It was a +3 when in the presence of other members of House Bjornir. But
remind me what else went along with that oath?
The oversensitive. I cannot allow an insult to House Bjornir to go unpunished. So I have a major flaw out of it.
Nope, it's just it's presence just in the presence of other beyond your Magi, so yeah, you get a +3.
Okay. That I keep forgetting to use. So that's gonna be a stress die. Kaplooey. Okay.
Ooh.
So what does it say yours says?
Let me go back to it. Acorns for Amusement, which is a spell from the book. Yeah.
Okay.
Fling a single target
yes.
a single piece of wood that was within voice range.
Basically, roll a 1d10. I believe this is the right thing. Roll a 1d10 plus 5. With 3 feet. Actually, wait, yard is 3 feet, right?
Yeah.
With a fire, we'll say +10. We'll say there's some firewood and stuff that's left there that you grab. So roll 1d10 and add 10. Because usually if it's damage in here, you just roll d10 and then add whatever is on there.
All right. So /R 1d10 plus 10. 16. Whoops. I don't know why it said Thapaboth rolled that, but
Oh. Yeah, as that one actually like splits up against it.
Dang it. He defended it.
Yeah,
Whoops.
just because like that 1d10 plus that gets a lot of other things is going to be a ton, but the demon does have a good amount of soak.
Yeah.
But the two groups of grizzled veterans with their, I don't know if someone wants to do their attack with the +15 real quick with the final group of veterans.
Sure, I'll do
just
that.
So we can see what they'll do to it. So yeah, that grizzled veterans that are now showing up with a die around them.
I'm not used to single enemies.
I forgot to target. Sorry.
It shouldn't matter. Let me just hit defense because I think it should just go along with it. Is it basically defense and such mostly is 0 here, so it's only a 4. Go ahead and roll damage, Pen.
How is he rolling so bad against?
Because he doesn't have any of his soak or armor right now.
Because
he's being held.
Oof.
So yes, his defense right now sucks. Because he has like his soak's got a whole bunch of stuff on it. And I hit soak. As they come in, tearing a heavy wound into him, they're basically going to be able to just take him apart in like that next round. As you see the demon get sort of chopped down underneath, and the entire village is shocked and amazed. Kay, go ahead and grab add another confidence. Did anybody else succeed at a difficult roll, or a difficult part of this?
Pen did I succeeded, but Pen did a baby spell on this guy.
Yeah.
Also, I like the Xander holds him, and then the rest the guards just swarm in and like
I'm sure
ants.
Cassie rips them apart too.
How many of you would have felt like you contributed to the achievement of a group goal in this one?
Not in the battle per se.
Yeah.
I feel like that was all Xander and then everybody else.
Yeah, so we'll say just
veterans running with their axes.
Yeah, so Xander, you'll actually gain an extra point. And actually then everybody else gained 1 point. Including Kay, you gain 1 extra point. So yeah, this is the confidence points you should be able to use more often, as you'll be getting some more often. That's the thing I keep forgetting about.
All right.
So now that has been taken care of, you'll then have your headed back and then going to get initiated. If you want to, we'll be ending for tonight. If you want to let people know where all you wonderful folk can be found.
I know where to be founded.
Oh, hi. I'm Steve. I'm the Dragon X on TikTok, as well as everywhere else. You can find me here, Ronin's Den Podcast, the Phoenix Gaming Guild, a few other places. I'm all over.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm Powerful Week 1 on TikTok and Powerful Week almost everywhere else.
Hello, Nessa. You can find me Loch Nessa, LOCHNEASSA. I'm normal about Star Trek.
Hey, I'm Kay. You can find me at k.1224 just about everywhere.
And I'm Improv GM everywhere, and we will catch y'all later.